A seasoned traveler stands at the cruise terminal, watching security confiscate a $200 bottle of bourbon they tried to sneak aboard. Their overweight luggage just cost them another $150 in fees. And tucked inside that bulging suitcase, a formal gown they'll never wear, gym clothes gathering dust, and a drone that's about to be locked away for the entire voyage. Here's the jaw-dropping truth. Research from Travel Plus Leisure shows that first-time cruisers overpack by an average of 40%, lugging items they'll never touch while missing essentials they actually need. Even more shocking? Cruise lines confiscated over 15,000 prohibited items in 2024 alone, according to CLIA reports. But here's what really makes this story fascinating. There's one item on our countdown today, number 1, that experienced cruisers call the ultimate packing regret. It seems harmless, even practical, yet it's been the source of unspoken guilt, wasted space, and that nagging what-if feeling long after the trip ends. That revelation is coming. This is the definitive countdown of 15 things experienced cruisers never pack again. Number 15. Toilet paper and basic grooming essentials. Let's start with something that sounds absurd, yet happens more often than anyone would believe. New cruisers sometimes pack toilet paper. Yes, rolls of bathroom tissue tucked between their vacation clothes. Here's the reality. Cruise ships stock specialized marine-grade toilet paper designed specifically for their plumbing systems. Major cruise lines invest millions in guest comfort, including bathroom supplies that meet maritime regulations while remaining soft and effective. Packing personal toilet paper creates two problems. First, it consumes valuable luggage space. A 4-pack of rolls takes up room for several outfits. Second, using non-marine toilet paper can actually damage ship plumbing, leading to clogs that affect multiple cabins. The same principle applies to basic toiletries. Ships provide shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and lotion in every cabin. Room stewards restock them daily. Brand-specific preferences are different. Someone who exclusively uses a particular face cream should bring it, but packing generic soap or standard shampoo. Experienced cruisers skip it entirely. The space saved allows room for items that actually matter. Sunscreen costs 3 times more in ship shops than at home. But basic grooming supplies? The ship has it covered. And here's the twist. Overweight luggage fees at airports can hit $100 or more, all because of products already waiting in the cabin, which brings us to another item that seems practical but creates unexpected problems. Number 14. Flushable wipes. The packaging promises convenience. Flushable screams right from the label. These wipes seem perfect for cruise cabins. Experienced cruisers know better. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Flushable wipes aren't actually flushable, especially on cruise ships. Despite manufacturer claims, these products don't break down like toilet paper. They contain synthetic fibers that remain intact in water, creating blockages in marine plumbing systems. Cruise ship plumbing operates differently from home systems. The pipes are narrower, the pressure is different, and the treatment systems are far more sensitive. When flushable wipes enter this environment, disaster follows. Blocked toilets trigger emergency maintenance calls. When the culprit gets traced back to a specific cabin, the passenger receives a strongly worded warning, possibly a cleaning fee, and occasionally a notation on their guest record. In 2024, one cruise line reported spending over $600,000 repairing plumbing damage caused by these wipes, per their internal audits. That cost gets passed to consumers through higher ticket prices. The alternative is simple. Use the wipes, then dispose of them in the trash bin. Every cabin has a lidded wastebasket, emptied multiple times daily. Yet people still flush them, thinking one wipe won't matter, until the head on deck 7 backs up at 2 in the morning, flooding the bathroom while guests sleep. Speaking of items that seem helpful but cause chaos, there's an electronic device that cruise lines have completely banned. Number 13. Drones. The footage would be spectacular. A drone hovering above the ship at sunset, capturing the vessel cutting through turquoise waters. It seems like the perfect way to document a cruise vacation. Experienced cruisers know that drone stays home. Nearly every major cruise line has explicitly banned drones. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Disney, Princess. Passengers who bring drones face immediate confiscation at embarkation security. The device gets locked in the ship's hold until disembarkation. No exceptions, no appeals. The reasons extend beyond simple rules. Drones create serious safety hazards. The decks are crowded with passengers. A falling drone could cause severe injury. The spinning propellers are dangerous, especially around children. And if a drone loses control near the ship's navigation equipment or radar systems, the consequences could affect the entire vessel's operations. Privacy concerns add another layer. Nobody wants a drone hovering over the pool deck, potentially recording them without consent. Port regulations compound the problem. Many destinations strictly prohibit drone flights without special permits. A passenger flying a drone in the wrong airspace could face fines, confiscation, or even detention. The investment in a quality drone runs from $400 to $2,000. Having it confiscated for an entire cruise, risking damage during storage, and potentially facing disciplinary action. Experienced cruisers call it the most avoidable mistake. But there's an item related to capturing memories that's almost as problematic. Number 12. Formal evening wear, like tuxedos or long gowns. The image persists in many minds. Elegant formal nights aboard cruise ships, passengers dressed in tuxedos and flowing gowns. The reality in 2025 has shifted dramatically. Cruise lines have relaxed dress codes significantly. Royal Caribbean eliminated the term formal night entirely, replacing it with evening chic. Carnival uses cruise elegant. Norwegian made dining dress codes almost entirely optional. A man wearing dress slacks and a button-down shirt with no tie is perfectly appropriate. A woman in a nice sundress or dressy pants with a blouse fits right in. Nobody needs a floor-length gown or a rented tuxedo. Yet first-time cruisers still pack elaborate formal wear, lugging garment bags through airports. Those tuxedos and gowns take up enormous luggage space. A formal gown alone can consume half a suitcase. Experienced cruisers have learned the formula. One nice outfit that works for formal nights and elegant dinners in port. Something comfortable, packable, and versatile. The money saved matters too. For an outfit worn once or twice, experienced cruisers invest that cash in shore excursions or specialty dining instead. And speaking of items that consume space without delivering value, there's a footwear mistake that plagues new cruisers. Number 11. Multiple pairs of shoes. Different activities require different shoes. Formal dinners, shore excursions, beaches, pools, workouts. Suddenly, the suitcase contains 6 or 7 pairs of shoes, consuming precious space and adding serious weight. Experienced cruisers have cracked the code. 3 to 4 pairs maximum. First, comfortable walking shoes that work on board and during port excursions. These get worn 75% of the time. Second, sandals or flip-flops for pool areas and beaches. Third, 1 pair of dressier shoes for evening dining. That 4th pair? Only if absolutely necessary. Here's what happens with overpacking. Each pair might weigh 1 to 2 pounds. 5 extra pairs mean 10 pounds of shoes, approaching overweight luggage fees quickly. Most of those shoes go entirely unworn. People default to comfortable favorites. In 2024, a cruise critic survey found that 68% of experienced cruisers regretted overpacking shoes on their first cruise. But shoes aren't the only prohibited item that surprises people. Number 10. Travel irons or steamers. Wrinkled clothes seem like an obvious problem. A travel iron or handheld steamer appears to be the perfect solution. Except cruise lines strictly prohibit both devices. Attempting to bring them aboard results in immediate confiscation. The reason is fire safety. Maritime law requires extreme caution about anything that generates heat. Travel irons and steamers get extremely hot. A forgotten iron left on a bed could ignite fabrics within minutes. Security screening catches these items immediately. When found, they get confiscated, tagged, and stored until disembarkation. Here's what experienced cruisers do instead. They pack wrinkle-resistant fabrics. They use the bathroom steam method, hanging wrinkled items during a hot shower. They request assistance from cabin stewards. Most cruise lines offer complimentary pressing for formal wear. Larger cruise ships include self-service laundry rooms with irons and ironing boards. Using them costs nothing except time. Retrieved items at disembarkation often get damaged. They're stored in cargo holds with hundreds of other confiscated goods. A $40 travel steamer might come back broken. Speaking of items that seem helpful but create frustration. Number 9. Over-the-door organizers for couples. Without kids, cruise packing blogs rave about over-the-door shoe organizers. For families with children, they might offer real value in managing toys and kid essentials. For couples or solo travelers, experienced cruisers skip them entirely. Modern cruise cabins include thoughtful storage solutions. Bathrooms have shelving and medicine cabinets. Closets offer hanging rods and drawers. Underbed storage provides additional room. For 2 adults with reasonable luggage, cabin storage is entirely adequate. Over-the-door organizers solve problems that don't exist. They take up space in luggage. They're awkward to pack. Upon arrival, they need installation. The bigger issue? These organizers make cabins feel cluttered. Cruise cabins are compact spaces. The organizer swings with each door use, potentially spilling items or banging against walls. Experienced cruisers use better systems. Packing cubes keep items organized within drawers. Small toiletry bags hang from bathroom hooks. Magnetic hooks stick to metal cabin walls. For families with young children, the calculation changes entirely. But for adults cruising without kids, it's unnecessary weight. But there's an item related to cabin organization that's even more obsolete in the digital age. Number 8. Highlighters for daily planners. Cruise passengers used to receive thick paper booklets called daily planners. Passengers would sit with highlighters, marking activities they wanted to attend. Those days are essentially over. Cruise lines have moved almost entirely to digital scheduling through smartphone apps. Every major line offers comprehensive apps that provide real-time schedules, allow reservations, and send notifications. Bringing highlighters creates several problems. Paper planners are often no longer provided automatically. The information in printed planners can become outdated. Shows get rescheduled due to weather. The app updates instantly. Paper doesn't. Making reservations now happens through apps. Want to book a specialty restaurant? Use the app. Reserve a show seat? App. The paper planner can't do any of that. Experienced cruisers download the cruise line app before departure. During embarkation, they connect to ship Wi-Fi, which is usually complimentary for app access. They check the app for schedules, make reservations on the fly, and receive push notifications. The environmental benefit matters too. Digital apps eliminate enormous paper waste. But speaking of obsolete technology, there's another item that experienced cruisers have abandoned. Number 7. Physical books. Relaxing by the pool. Physical book in hand. For many people, physical books represent vacation reading. But experienced cruisers have moved decisively to e-readers. A single paperback weighs roughly half a pound. A hardcover can weigh over a pound. Readers who want options might pack 3 to 5 books. That's 2 to 5 pounds of weight. E-readers like Kindles weigh 6 ounces and hold thousands of books, plus adjustable fonts and backlighting for better accessibility, whether for low vision or late-night reading without disturbing a partner. Physical books are vulnerable to water damage and sun exposure. Drop a book in the pool, and it's ruined. E-readers solve all these issues. Most modern e-readers are waterproof. They don't fade in sunlight. The selection matters too. Physical books offer one story per volume. An e-reader provides access to millions of titles. Start a book and dislike it? Switch instantly. In cruise surveys from Cruise Critic, 72% of experienced cruisers reported switching from physical books to e-readers. Most cited weight as the primary factor, followed by convenience. But while e-readers have replaced physical books, there's another piece of technology that's become completely unnecessary. Number 6. Dedicated cameras. Modern smartphone cameras are remarkable. The latest iPhone or Samsung Galaxy models produce photos rivaling dedicated cameras costing thousands of dollars. Dedicated cameras create multiple complications. They're bulky. A DSLR can weigh several pounds and require a dedicated bag. They require maintenance. Batteries need charging. Memory cards need management. Most importantly, dedicated cameras are theft magnets. A professional camera left unattended can vanish. Smartphones are less tempting because they're traceable and often locked. There's a deeper issue. Dedicated cameras change vacation behavior. Photographers become focused on getting the shot rather than experiencing the moment. Smartphones enable spontaneous photography without burden. See something beautiful? Pull out the phone, snap a picture, and return to the experience. The social media factor matters too. Smartphones allow instant sharing. That stunning port photo can be posted immediately. Dedicated cameras require importing images first. Experienced cruisers trust their smartphones for vacation photography. They invest in good phones rather than carrying separate cameras. Speaking of items that create unnecessary burden. Number 5. Excessive jewelry or makeup. First-time cruisers sometimes pack like they're attending a month of formal events. Multiple necklaces, several pairs of earrings, complete makeup collections. The intention is understandable, but experienced cruisers have learned that less is genuinely more. Jewelry on cruise ships presents two problems. First, theft risk. Cruise cabins have safes, but they're small. Wearing expensive jewelry at ports creates risk. Many destinations have poverty levels where a diamond ring represents months of local wages. Second, losing jewelry is heartbreakingly easy. Beach excursions mean removing rings before swimming. That bracelet unclasps unexpectedly. Those earrings slip off during snorkeling. Most travel insurance policies cap jewelry coverage at $500 to $1,000 total. Experienced cruisers pack minimal jewelry, perhaps one versatile necklace, one pair of earrings, a watch if not using a smartphone for time. Costume jewelry works better than expensive pieces. Makeup follows similar logic. Cruise vacations are casual. The pool deck doesn't require a full face of makeup. Humid sea air makes heavy makeup uncomfortable. The practical approach? One everyday makeup routine that takes 10 minutes. One slightly elevated version for evening dining. Multi-purpose products work beautifully. Cruise ships photograph passengers constantly. These photos show that most guests look perfectly presentable with minimal jewelry and simple makeup. And speaking of confidence and preparation, there's a document that used to be crucial but has become entirely obsolete. Number 4. Vaccine cards or negative test results. Remember the pandemic era of cruising. Vaccination cards, negative COVID tests, paperwork, verification, health screenings. Passengers carried plastic sleeves protecting CDC vaccination cards. They scheduled PCR tests 72 hours before departure. That era has ended. As of 2025, major cruise lines no longer require COVID vaccination proof or negative test results for most sailings. The policies have relaxed to pre-pandemic standards. This simplifies cruise preparation enormously. No scheduling tests, no worrying about test timing, no carrying additional paperwork, no stress about false positives. There are exceptions. Some expedition cruises to remote destinations maintain health requirements. But standard Caribbean, Alaska, Mediterranean routes? No COVID documentation needed. Experienced cruisers who lived through the pandemic cruise era remember the stress. The relief of not needing those documents anymore is significant. But while COVID documents have become unnecessary, there's another headache that experienced cruisers have learned to avoid. Number 3. Booze for sneaking. On board. The temptation is obvious. Alcohol on cruise ships is expensive. A cocktail might cost $12 to $15. For a week-long cruise, beverage costs can easily exceed $400 to $500 per person. So people try sneaking alcohol aboard, hiding bottles in luggage or disguising them in everyday items. Here's what's changed dramatically. Cruise line security screening has become incredibly sophisticated. X-ray machines at embarkation can identify liquids instantly. Security staff are trained to spot concealment methods. All of it gets caught. When alcohol gets discovered, immediate confiscation happens. The bottles get taken and tagged. The passenger gets flagged in the ship's system. Serious violations can result in denied boarding on future sailings. But here's the financial reality. Those sneaky bottles represent maybe $80 to $120 in savings if successful. The stress isn't worth it. Most major cruise lines offer unlimited drink packages. Carnival's Cheers package, Royal Caribbean's deluxe beverage package, Norwegian's free-at-sea beverage option. These typically cost $50 to $70 per person per day and include unlimited cocktails, wine, beer, soda, and specialty coffee. For people who have 3 or more drinks daily, the package pays for itself and eliminates drink cost hesitation. In 2024, Royal Caribbean alone confiscated over 11,000 bottles of smuggled alcohol, per their Q4 report. 11,000 attempts that failed, representing passengers who wasted money and started their vacations with confiscation notices. Experienced cruisers either purchase beverage packages, enjoy the allowed wine bottles, or simply accept that vacation drinks cost more and budget accordingly. But there's an item related to drinks that creates different problems. Number 2. Reusable water bottles, soda, or wine for embarkation. Staying hydrated on cruises is important, so people pack reusable water bottles, sometimes bringing several for family members. They might also pack cans of soda or bottles of wine. Experienced cruisers have learned this is mostly unnecessary. Cruise ships provide abundant drinking water. Every dining venue has water available. Most ships have water stations on pool decks. Cabins have sinks with drinkable water. Some lines offer bottled water in cabins. Reusable water bottles seem eco-friendly and practical, but they take up luggage space and add weight. A standard reusable bottle weighs 8 to 12 ounces empty. Bringing 4 bottles for a family means 2 to 3 pounds. More importantly, reusable bottles are widely available in ship shops. If someone decides they want one during the cruise, they can purchase one on board. It eliminates carrying it both ways. For soda and wine, the embarkation day thinking goes like this. Boarding happens at noon. The first meal isn't until later. Having drinks in the cabin sounds convenient. But here's reality. Embarkation day includes welcome buffets with unlimited beverages. Bars open immediately. Room service delivers drinks. That heavy pack of sodas carried through the airport? Unnecessary wait. Allowed wine is different. Most cruise lines permit 1 or 2 bottles per stateroom. Bringing those makes sense for people with specific preferences. But bringing additional soda, juice boxes, or extra water? It's solving a problem that doesn't exist. The luggage weight issue becomes critical. Airlines charge overweight fees aggressively. A suitcase weighing 51 pounds instead of 50 can trigger a $75 to $100 fee each way. Those beverages might represent 3 to 5 pounds. That's potentially triggering a $150 penalty to bring drinks that cost $12 at a grocery store. Experienced cruisers arrive with empty bottles or none at all. They fill up at shipwater stations. They order drinks from bars or room service. They don't waste precious luggage capacity on beverages. Now, before we get to number 1, here's where loyal viewers get rewarded. If this advice about packing light has been helpful, and the viewer has made it this far, type "smooth sailing" in the comments. It lets us know this content is valuable, and we love seeing who sticks around for the complete story. because what's coming next is the most regrettable packing mistake of all. The item that seems perfectly innocent but has caused countless moments of guilt and wasted vacation space. Number 1. Gym wear. This might seem anticlimactic after building suspense. Gym wear doesn't cause floods or bans. But here's why experienced cruisers rank it as the ultimate packing regret. Every first cruise includes ambitious fitness intentions. The ship has a beautiful gym. There's a running track. Fitness classes happen daily. That cruise will be different. Exercise will definitely happen. So the suitcase gets loaded with workout clothes, athletic shoes, gym towels, and fitness accessories. Then reality hits. The first morning, the breakfast buffet is too tempting. The second day, there's a port excursion. The third day, poolside relaxation takes priority. By the fourth day, those workout clothes remain folded, unworn, taking up 20% of suitcase space. Statistics back this up. Cruise industry surveys from CLIA show that less than 18% of passengers use ship gyms more than once during their voyage, yet over 65% pack dedicated workout gear. Here's what makes this the number one packing mistake. It's not about prohibition or confiscation. It's about the false promise that changes behavior patterns. People pack gym wear believing they'll become different people on vacation. But vacation is precisely when normal routines disappear. The discipline that drives gym visits at home doesn't magically intensify at sea. The space cost is significant. Workout clothes, especially athletic shoes, consume substantial luggage capacity. That's room for an extra outfit, souvenirs from ports, or items that actually enhance the cruise experience. The weight matters too. Athletic shoes weigh 1 to 2 pounds. Workout clothes add another pound or two. That's 3 to 4 pounds dedicated to items with an 82% chance of never being used. But here's the deeper issue. Packing gym wear creates subtle vacation guilt, a visual reminder of unmet intentions every time the suitcase opens. That's not what vacation should feel like. Cruise ships provide incredible physical activity without requiring gym clothes. Walking the decks, swimming, snorkeling at ports, hiking during shore excursions, dancing at evening shows. These activities burn calories while feeling like fun, not exercise. They happen in regular clothes or swimwear. No special gear required. For the small percentage who genuinely use ship gyms, here's the truth. Basic shorts and a t-shirt work fine. Specialized compression gear, expensive athletic shoes, and full workout wardrobes aren't necessary. The handful of serious fitness enthusiasts can pack one minimal outfit. Everyone else? Those clothes stay home. Experienced cruisers have learned this lesson through repeated cycles of packing, not using, and repacking. On subsequent cruises, the workout gear doesn't make the cut. That luggage space goes to items that actually get used. The vacation becomes about relaxation, exploration, and enjoyment, not guilt over missed workouts. And that's the ultimate wisdom of experienced cruisers. They pack for the vacation they'll actually have, not the idealized version they imagine. They've learned through mistakes, confiscations, and overstuffed suitcases. They travel lighter, smarter, and with fewer regrets. The final lesson. The 15 items on this countdown represent thousands of dollars in wasted money, hundreds of pounds of unnecessary weight, and countless moments of packing regret. But they also represent something more important. Learning. Every experienced cruiser started as a first-timer. They made these mistakes, they learned from them, and now they share that knowledge so others can skip the learning curve. The common thread through every item? Overthinking. Packing for unlikely scenarios. Bringing items that solve problems that don't exist. The best cruise packing advice is simple. Pack less than seems necessary. The ship provides more than expected. And the best vacation moments happen when travelers aren't burdened by excess baggage, literally or figuratively. For viewers planning their first cruise or looking to improve their packing strategy, this countdown provides a roadmap. Skip these 15 items. Pack lighter, travel smarter, and focus on what actually matters, experiencing the journey. Pro tip: for a quick pack this instead cheat sheet, check the on-screen table below each item in the video. If this breakdown has been helpful, consider subscribing. There's more cruise wisdom to share, from booking strategies to shore excursion secrets. The goal is helping every viewer cruise better, avoid common mistakes, and maximize vacation value. And remember, type smooth sailing in the comments if this advice resonated. It helps other viewers find this content and tells us these deep dives are worth creating. The experienced cruiser community learned these lessons the hard way. Now they're shared freely, helping the next generation of cruise travelers pack smarter, spend wisely, and cruise confidently. Safe travels, smooth seas, and may every suitcase be lighter than the last.